There is somebody doing construction in the apartment above, and it is so annoying. It is so annoying, especially when like your job is to film videos. That's pretty cool, but what's going on, it's so annoying. It's been going on for a long time. It feels like several months actually, and they just decided, just as I want to turn on my camera and film, that they're going to renovate their apartment. Today I'm going to be filming a video on the most attractive perfumes according to men. Now this isn't from Instagram, this is from my experience in real life with either Pierre, my boyfriend, or with people that I know that have commented on my fragrance that are men. For me, it's really interesting to see the type of fragrances that are here, and I think you guys are going to love this video. So let's just get into it. I have quite a few to go through. Let's go. And you will see that I actually wore quite a lot of these, so clearly I love compliments. I'm gonna start out with a predictable one. It's one of Pierre's favorite fragrances on me. It is Ce Soir from BDK Parfums. Now, you guys know I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but for a good reason. It is a fantastic, easy reach type of fragrance. I wear it when I want to smell flirty, sexy, very youthful and girly. That's when I pull for Ce Soir. It is a really beautiful mix of florals. It almost has this kind of slightly fruity, honeyed feeling to it, almost like a caramelized smell in a way. It is just beautiful, very likable, really easy to wear, very sexy and flirty and attractive. It's a really attractive perfume. I would recommend this fragrance on a first date. If you have a first date that you're going on, go for something like Ce Soir that immediately kind of like, you know, draws them in. Longevity and projection is good. It's not like a beast mode fragrance by any means, but it's definitely good. It's got a solid performance and it does have a really nice projection. It is just fantastic. A little spicy in the top, sweet and floral. It is just absolutely beautiful. Ce Soir from BDK Parfums. Definitely a man-eater fragrance. Okay, so next up is La Capitale. Without fail, every time I wear this, somebody comments on it. Look how much I've gone through actually of my bottle. I have worn quite a lot of La Capitale because I absolutely love it. Same sort of vibe. It's very, it has this really sweet fruitiness to it, but it has this very sexy leather note in there. Personally, I find leather really hard to wear. It's just not something that I want to smell like. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not my thing. But in La Capitale, it's balanced so perfectly. And I said it in a previous video, for me, it's like a mix of both worlds. The kind of like Middle Eastern type of fragrance and like a Western fragrance. It's just perfect. It has the sexy sweetness, the addictiveness to it. This like sweet kind of caramelized fruitiness, but then it has a little bit of oud. There is the leathery note to kind of bring it up. You guys know how much I love La Capitale. It lasts a long time and it projects a lot. I've had a lot of Pierre's friends as well comment on this fragrance when I'm wearing it, and they absolutely love it. La Capitale from Xerjoff, definitely a very appealing fragrance to men. Next one is Poets of Berlin. Now, I absolutely adore this fragrance. I just got back from 3 weeks in Europe and I took Poets of Berlin with me because I love it for the summertime. I think it is so sexy, so addictive, and I just need you guys to get on this one if you haven't already. Poets of Berlin, for me, the easiest way to describe it is a warm green. It almost has like this wet woodiness to it, vanilla. That really did not sound nice, but I promise you it is an incredible addictive fragrance to wear on the skin. I always get a compliment when I wear Poets of Berlin, and the top comment is, "Whoa, you smell so good, what is that? You smell so good, what is that?" Poets of Berlin, like I said, it's a vanilla, but it's so unique, and that's what I love about it. Some people think it smells like banana. I can see what people mean by that, but it doesn't at all. Just trust me, put it on your skin in the summertime. It's gonna vibrate off of your skin in such an addictive way. Poets of Berlin, Poets of Berlin is a beautiful green, warm, woody vanilla. It is just delicious, very sexy, and very, very intoxicating on the skin. That is the key word for this fragrance, intoxicating, because it has something unique about it that makes you want to smell it and come closer. Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm Parfumerie. I don't think I mentioned that. Incredible fragrance for the summertime, and men go crazy for this one, especially in the summer. Next up, we have Goldfield & Banks Silky Woods, a beautiful, very intoxicating vanilla fragrance in my opinion. So Silky Woods has saffron, it has cinnamon, it has vanilla, it has suede. For me, I don't really pick up this very spicy feeling from it. Overall, for me, I get this beautiful, deep, ambery, woody vanilla, and it is just very, very sexy, very addictive, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Longevity and projection is good. It's not a beast mode fragrance by any means, but it definitely is good, and it will leave a nice bubble around you. Very sexy. I recommend it for like a night out with your guy, with your girl, whoever. Of course, she had to be here. Delina, I've been wearing it for so many years now, and I remember when I was just starting to wear it and stuff, I had never come across and encountered and wore such a beautiful fragrance in my whole life than Delina. And I was going on dates at that time of wearing Delina, and I got so many comments about how good I smelled. I was lathering myself in Delina. I was using the hair perfume, the body cream, everything, and I would get so many compliments from men, from women. When I met Pierre and I started wearing it around him, sometimes he loved it on me. Delina is a man killer fragrance. As you know, it's like this very beautiful, clean, peony, rose, lychee combination. It's a beautiful floral fragrance with a sexy, musky dry down, yet it still maintains this kind of clean feeling overall. For me, Delina, it just smells like the perfect woman that has her life together. She's always got her nails done. She's always got her hair done. She's just stunning, and she has her life together. That's what Delina smells like for me. I certainly am not that woman, but I love to wear Delina now and again. It's beautiful. It works in all seasons as well. I would personally recommend in the heat because it really projects off of your skin and smells just intoxicating. A beautiful fresh floral fragrance with a musky dry down. It has the little tart fruitiness in there, as you guys know, that kind of brings this unique aspect to it. It's been copied now so many times, and you cannot go past the OG Delina. It is actually quite a beast mode fragrance, so just wanted to make you guys aware of that. And men go crazy for it, as you all know already. Okay, next up is L'Intitulé Rouge by Givenchy. One of my newer fragrances to my collection within the past 3 months or so. I am obsessed with it. I wear it all the time. I took it to the Maldives with me. I wore it. I got comments from men in the restaurant, actually, in the Maldives. And that's a compliment. If you get a compliment in the Maldives when there is not that many people around, it means that it's a good fragrance. It is one of my absolute favorite designer fragrances of all time. There is this beautiful, I think it's a pear note in here that just smells so addictive. It's sweet and quite warm, a little bit woody. It has the floral notes in there. I am a sucker for like a sweet tuberose jasmine combination. I love a floral that has some sweetness behind it, and that is exactly what this is. Very, very intoxicating. It even feels like there is some vanilla. I'm not sure of the notes in here, but it is just an intoxicating bomb. Very long lasting. It does project on the skin. Very sexy overall, and I am just in love with L'Intitulé Rouge. One of my favorite designer fragrances of the past few years. Fantastic, men go crazy for it. It lasts, it projects, it smells delicious and very, very sexy. So yeah, L'Intitulé Rouge from Givenchy. An intoxicating, sweet floral fragrance that I just think is chef's kiss. Next up we have Duchessa from Gritti. Now I did speak with the team, with the brand, and they will be able to sell online soon. Hold on to your coins, guys, because I heard that the Gritti website, it's going to ship starting from, I think, in like a month or so. So wait. Gritti Duchessa is just, oh, speechless. Honestly, I'm speechless about this one. It is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It is a beautiful, warm, sweet, nutty, cherry, almondy type of fragrance. Lost Cherry from Tom Ford cannot even hold a candle to this fragrance. It's just a 10 out of 10. It has a beautiful boozy note in there as well, slightly boozy, but you mostly pick up on this very delicious almondy cherry vibe. It has a slight nuttiness to it as well. I don't really like fragrances that are very one-dimensional, and sometimes for me, I feel like this cherry almond combination can smell a little bit flat, a little bit heavy, and a little bit one-dimensional. They did it right with Duchessa because you really feel like there is some depth in the base. There is a bit of like a slight little smokiness to it, a woodiness underneath, a little bit of patchouli, but it's just overall a fantastic, intoxicating date night scent. I think if you wear this one, you're gonna make your partner unconscious because it smells so good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Long lasting, projects a lot, and men go crazy for it. I had a lot of compliments on this one from people outside of Pierre, like people from the perfume industry, people that I've met with, people that I go out with at night. I've had a lot of compliments on Duchessa. It's crazy. Quickly gonna mention it because you guys know Baccara obviously is a man killer fragrance. Guys love it, girls love it, everyone loves it. It is very, very, very common. I cannot tell you how many times I smelled it in Paris. Guys, I smelled it everywhere, especially on like Rue Saint-Honoré. I smelled it everywhere. Every second girl that was walking past was wearing Baccarat Rouge. So my advice is to mix it with something, mix it with a floral, mix it with a gourmand, mix it with something spicy, mix it with whatever you want. Try to mix it and layer it with some other fragrances in your collection. Unless you really love just wearing Baccarat Rouge, then go for it. But honestly, like, it was kind of annoying how many times I smelled it in Paris. Baccarat Rouge is like the Chanel No. 5 of our generation. That's what it is. It's being cloned and copied and duped and twisted so many times that it's just unbelievable. And Francis Kurkdjian created a masterpiece with Baccarat. Guys, next up we have Musc Noir Rose for Her from Narciso Rodriguez. Now, I have to bring something to your attention. Every time I wear this fragrance, Pierre always asks me, "Oh, you smell so good. Is that Passessoir?" Every single time I wear this fragrance, he mistakes it for Passessoir. And I actually had a follower of mine, a lovely follower that I met at Essence, who said the exact same thing. She actually messaged me on Instagram about it as well. So a lot of people feel like these fragrances have a similar DNA. And although I do agree, I feel like Passessoir is a little more fruity. It has this little spicy note in there. It has that little quince note. It's a little more, how do I say, interesting, I guess you could say. Musc Noir Rose smells like the dry down of Passessoir from BDK. Musc Noir Rose, if you have not smelled it, is a really, really addictive, sweet, musky floral scent. It is not complex. It is not super unique. It is nothing groundbreaking. But do you see how much I've worn it? I love an easy reach fragrance like this where you know you smell good, you know you smell sexy. It's just something I like to wear running errands or walking my dog, or when I want to smell really pretty, really addictive, but I don't want to wear something too heavy. That's when I wear Musc Noir Rose, which, as you guys can see, I've worn it a lot. It's a beautiful fragrance. Musk, vanilla, some tuberose. I think there's some rose in there as well, obviously. But it's overall, for me, this very light floral scent, very light, very musky, and also very sweet at the same time. So you have all of those notes inside, rose, tuberose, vanilla, but it feels very light. And that's why I love it. So very, very, very sexy fragrance and very addictive, yet really light at the same time. Men love it, Pierre is obsessed with it, and yeah. Next fragrance, I just got it a few weeks ago. It is Elle from Yves Saint Laurent. I love this fragrance, you guys. I love it so much. I cannot tell you. And I get so many compliments with it. It's crazy. I don't know what took me so long to get a bottle of this because I really am in love with it. It is a beautiful fruity patchouli scent and it is just stunning. I don't know what it is about it, but I just am obsessed with this fragrance. It has pink pepper, it has some red fruits, it has patchouli, it has some benzoin. What I get is like this slight little spiciness in the top, and it overall maintains this kind of sweet, fruity-ish patchouli, but it still has this kind of fresh, tangy kick to it when you're wearing the fragrance. It doesn't become heavy, it doesn't become too sweet. I just love this fragrance so much. It's very sexy, it's very fun, it's very flirty again. And actually I received a lot of compliments from people in the perfume industry with this one. Very nice fragrance. Elle from Yves Saint Laurent. I love it. It's, like I said, a kind of tart, slightly spicy, fruity patchouli, and it's just stunning. I believe that it's discontinued in a lot of places, but I did manage to find a bottle, and it's quite easy to track down a bottle if you really wanted to get one. So Elle from Yves Saint Laurent. Longevity and projection is good. It's not great. I'm not going to lie to you right now. The longevity is not amazing, the projection is not amazing, but I just love the way that this smells and it gets me a lot of compliments. So next up we have La Belle Eau de Parfum from Jean-Paul Gaultier. I bought this one recently with my own money because Pierre was obsessed. For me to get a compliment from Pierre on a fragrance, or for him to turn around to me and say, "What is that? It smells incredible," which is what he said with this fragrance. It is really, really, really rare. One second, my dog is going crazy next to me. That's these, buddy, relax. It is really intoxicating, and actually, for some reason, I feel like it smells quite unique, which is crazy because designer fragrances, for me, they all blend into each other a lot of the time, and they don't smell so unique. For me, this one really has something that stands out. What I get overall is a really interesting mix between the pear and the tonka bean. I feel like I feel those notes the most in the fragrance, of course, and the vanilla. The jasmine, it takes a real back seat in this fragrance. You don't really smell it very much, although it is still there. It's more like supporting the fragrance behind. But overall, it is so addictive, very sweet, very powerful, very strong. It has this kind of like woodiness as well underneath, but it is just addictive. I put it in this video because my boyfriend doesn't react like that to perfumes very often, and the way that he reacted to this, wow, it's crazy. I cannot wait to wear this one and see how people will react around me because it really does smell intoxicating. La Belle Eau de Parfum from Jean-Paul Gaultier. So next up is Erba Pura from Xerjoff. Now, this could probably be the top #1 most insane reactions that I've had from men when wearing a fragrance, because honestly this fragrance, I don't know what it is, but it does it for guys. It does it like I've never seen before. If you want to hypnotize a guy, wear Erba Pura. Now for me, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, you know how much I love Xerjoff. Erba Pura is not my #1 at all. It is not really my sort of thing. And I will tell you why, because for me, I love so many other fragrances from Xerjoff, like Ivory Root, Golden Dollar, Dama Bianca, Ouverture, Tony Yomi, La Capitale. For me, Erba Pura, it took me so long to get it because I didn't understand the hype. The reactions that I get with this is something that I have never experienced from another fragrance. They are crazy. People stopping me on the street, my partner, people at the park, people in my life, everyone stops me when I'm wearing Erba Pura. Oh my god, what is your fragrance? Oh my god, you smell so good. What is that? Can you write it down? Erba Pura is a magnet for all types of people, but especially men. They really killed it with this one in terms of like a mass appealing magnetic fragrance. That is this fragrance right here. On the top of this fragrance, you have some citruses, but then it has this really fruity, musky feeling overall. Very, very, very fruity. It has a little bit of a floral touch as well. Not very strong. It's mostly this very fruity and musky fragrance. It has a little bit of a sourness in there too. There might be some cassis or something because it does feel like there is a little bit of a sourness there, but overall you just get this very powerful beast mode fruity musky scent. I'm telling you guys, this one is a magnet with all types of people. For me, I would wear this one on like a first date. If you really want to impress the person that you're going on a date with, wear Erba Pura. They're never going to forget you, that's for sure. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it works. There is something about it, it drives people crazy. Finally, I have a new one that I'm so excited to talk about. It is from Perris Monte Carlo, and it is Ylang-Ylang Nosy Bee. Completely obsessed, completely in love. It's my new favorite like summer tropical floral fragrance ever. And oh my goodness, I cannot get over it. This just radiates sunshine, south of France, beautiful woman, elegant, sexy, flirtatious, addictive fragrance. I smelled it. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, but you will see this fragrance in a lot of videos going forward. Let me just say that. I am absolutely in love with this fragrance. I cannot tell you guys. This will definitely replace something like Rouge Malachite for me. I'm trying to save Rouge Malachite. I'm trying to wear it really sparingly. But for me, Ylang-Ylang Nosy can be a replacement for Rouge Malachite for me. That's how much I love it. It really is stunning. A delicious, creamy, intoxicating yellow floral. The Ylang-Ylang in here is just gorgeous, you guys. I cannot tell you. I am in love. The Ylang-Ylang is shining. It is beautiful. It is sunny. It is just amazing. There is obviously more notes in here. I think there is some vanilla, some jasmine, some cardamom, etc. But overall for me, the Ylang-Ylang is the main star of the show. And then for me, I get this kind of earthy sweetness as well underneath, and it is just beautiful. I cannot tell you how much I love this one, and Pierre is obsessed with this fragrance when I'm wearing it. He is obsessed. I haven't had the chance to wear it around many people yet, so I will let you guys know, but oh my god, am I in love with Ylang-Ylang Nosy from Perris, Monte Carlo. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm sorry it was such a long video, but I wanted to go through my most complimented fragrances from men, the ones that, you know, get them. Yeah, that's my video. I hope that you girls enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.